Hey there, this is Clay with RelationshipInnerGame.com, and I am the world's leading expert on breakups for high achievers. And in this video, we're going to talk about 5 things that people do that actually piss their ex off after a breakup, okay? And I know a lot of people don't intend to do this. They think they're doing the right thing. They think they're moving things forward. But these are some things that people very commonly do that actually kind of, irk your ex in the wrong way. And the first of which is apologizing. Now, I know that if you've been trying to get back together with your ex, you've probably already tried apologizing, probably done the whole begging, pleading, gift giving, flowers, all that thing, right? And it should come as no surprise that that doesn't work. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching this video. And the reason that apologizing often pisses your ex off is because it often seems like a little bit too, it's like too little too late, basically, if I can get my idioms right. And what it does, it's like, well, now you're doing this. Like, I had to actually hit the eject button to do this. Like, no, I want you to actually see that problems are happening. I want you to be able to adjust course, not just wait for it to reach this crisis point in order for this to happen, right? And to be honest, oftentimes the apology doesn't really seem genuine. It just seems like you just want to get things back to normal. It doesn't seem like you actually have a genuine feeling of sorrow for whatever it was that you're apologizing for, right? And so what you want to do, if you are going to do an apology, is make sure that you really empathize with your ex, right? It's not just an apology to kind of get things back to normal. It's not just an apology because, something bad happened because someone is upset. It's because you actually understand how your ex feels. You can empathize with them and you can connect with them, and you're like, okay, I get it. I understand that I hurt you, and I'm really sorry for that. I understand that I hurt you in this way. I don't blame you if you feel this way. I don't blame you if you feel these things. I'm sorry. Stuff like that, right? That's how you do an apology. The second thing that pisses your ex off is having a hidden agenda, right? So oftentimes, a lot of people who watch these videos and who are on my email newsletter want to get back together with their ex after a breakup, right? They want to get back together with their ex. And so oftentimes they're like, hey, I want to get back together with you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get back together with you. Whether they vocalize this or not, that's entirely aside the point. But oftentimes, they don't vocalize this. And so I'm not saying that they should, but, they don't vocalize it. And so, they reach out to their ex, they contact their ex, they ask their ex out for coffee, they want to go out on dates, they do all these things, right? But they do it from a place of having a hidden agenda, of wanting to get back together with their ex, right? So it's like, I only want to contact you so that I can get back together with you. I only want to go out to get coffee with you so that it will lead to us getting back together. I only want to talk to you so that it will lead to us getting back together, right? And that actually sort of pisses your ex off because they don't want to be with somebody who just has this hidden agenda of wanting to get into a relationship with them, right? What they want is they want to have an interaction with somebody where that person is curious about them, who they are, what they're experiencing right now, actually genuinely connect with them, actually genuinely interacting with them, actually genuinely having a shared experience with them in this moment, right? Not just that they just want to possess that person so they can feel better about themselves, right? Like, that's kind of the difference between having the hidden agenda versus just enjoying the process, right? Yes, you can absolutely get back together with your ex, but you have to enjoy the process along the way. You can't just see everything that you do as a means to an end of getting back together, okay? The third thing that you want to be careful about that actually pisses your ex off when you do it is when you pretend, right? So kind of building off of that whole hidden agenda thing, oftentimes a lot of people, when it comes to getting back together with their ex, will believe that they need to put out this vibe, a certain vibe, right? Oftentimes it's like the I'm happy vibe, like everything's great with me, I'm so happy, my life is wonderful kind of vibe. Or sometimes with men, they think they need to be like the alpha male. Yeah, buckaroo. I know this one handle, that kind of thing, right? Or, women, they think they need to play hard to get and all that stuff, right? So there's all kinds of things, but the most common one that I've noticed is the always being happy thing, right? Now, I'm not saying that you should go out of your way to be depressed or anything like that, but to simply pretend all the time that your life is nothing but sunshine and rainbows and unicorn farts is not being authentic. It's not being genuine. And your ex doesn't want to be with somebody who's just chronically, manically happy all the time. Otherwise, they just go out and date like a circus clown or something, right? They want to be with somebody who has the full spectrum of emotions. That includes sadness, that includes anxiety, that includes fear, that includes joy, that includes even happiness, even sadness, all of them, right? They want to have that human experience with somebody. They want to share the many chapters of life with somebody, not just someone who's just like a happy robot, right? So, don't feel like you need to pretend to be happy all the time. Don't feel like you need to just be nothing but like fun and giggles all the time, just texting your ex jokes or whatever. Just, feel like you can be real. It's totally okay to be real, to be open, to be genuine and everything like that. As long as you're not having like a hidden agenda, as long as you're willing to enjoy the present moment and connect with your ex in that place. Okay, the fourth thing that pisses your ex off is when you think too much about the relationship. Now, obviously, we've talked about the whole hidden agenda thing, and that sort of overlaps with this a little bit. But, when it comes to thinking about the relationship, like oftentimes a lot of people will rehash the breakup. Maybe they want to talk to their ex about like what happened, what went wrong, why things didn't work out. What led to the breakup, what can we do to fix things, stuff like that, right? They talk a lot about the relationship. In fact, they often treat interacting with their ex as if they're still together in a relationship, when really they're not, and they shouldn't be doing that. They should actually be treating their ex as if they were just getting to know each other for the first time, as if they were dating each other from scratch. But again, that is a topic for another day. And what happens when you are so fixated on the relationship, either in having an ulterior motive of getting back together or in constantly dredging up the past, is again, you're not connecting with your ex in the present moment. And that can be a little frustrating for them, either because you're bringing up ancient history or because you have an ulterior motive, a hidden agenda, or something like that. And again, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to make them want to get back together with you. Even if you are trying to understand the breakup, understand why they left you and all that stuff, I think you probably already have a decent idea of why they broke up with you. It's very rare to have somebody just sort of like break up out of the blue, and it's like, well, whoa, what happened? Like, we were preparing to get married yesterday, and suddenly you're gone, right? Chances are there are some problems leading up to that you were aware of, and if you read between the lines a little bit, you can kind of deduce what those problems are. So don't feel like you have to be so focused on the relationship. Just kind of learn the lessons that you can from the past, and let go of the ulterior motives, and just sort of enjoy the present moment together with your ex, rediscovering who the two of you are, okay? And the last thing that people do that really pisses their ex off is when they do not consider their ex's emotions, okay? And the main reason, in my experience, why people do this is because they actually kind of put their ex up on a pedestal, right? Their ex is kind of the decider of their happiness, the person sort of dictating the future of their relationship, right? And oftentimes they look up to their ex. They want to make things right between them and their ex. They want to fix things between them and their ex. That's absolutely normal. However, when you put someone up on a pedestal, what you're doing is you're actually disconnecting yourself from the part of them that is a human being, right? Instead, they're just someone to look up to, someone to worship, someone to idolize, somebody to please, somebody to do all that stuff to. And you don't really see them as like the full fleshed out human being that they really are. That person who has nightmares and dreams and hopes and fears and anxieties and all these other things in between. The person who's just like you, who has things that keep them up at night, who has all of those things. Maybe they got a speeding ticket on the way to work or whatever, right? So the more that you can remember that they are having a human experience just like you, with the full spectrum of emotions, including desires, hopes, fears, all that stuff, the more you're going to be able to remind yourself that they are a human being just like you. And the more that you can do that, the stronger you'll be able to connect with them, right? So number one, take them off the pedestal. Number two, remind yourself that they are a human being just like you, and you'll be able to connect with them a whole lot better, because when you don't consider their emotions, that's actually really frustrating for them. Instead they think like, oh, I'm just a means to an end for this person, so he or she can get validation or whatever out of this. And again, that just goes back to the whole ulterior motive thing. So again, these have been 5 things that people do that actually piss their ex off. If you'd like to learn more about what you can do to avoid making mistakes like this and get back together with your ex, no matter where you are in this process, whether you just got broken up with today or whether you've been trying to get back together with your ex and having a hard time for a while now, here's what you can do to get some extra help. Head on over to relationshipinnergame.com, that's our website, and go ahead and sign up for our email newsletter there. We're going to go ahead and be able to send you email tips and actionable advice through that newsletter to help you kind of make progress with your ex. And so that's really the best way to get started getting help from us, is to head on over to our website and sign up over there. Again, that's relationshipinnergame.com. It just takes a few seconds to sign up and you can get started right away. All right, so I'll see you over there, and be sure to check out the next video. Thanks.